So you've heard the news, there's apparently going to be an iPad Pro coming this October, maybe, with a better camera, bumped internals, whatever. And in this video, I kind of want to talk about that and address that and ask the rhetorical question, should you still buy the iPad Pro 2018 now with this knowledge? But before we continue, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like in this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, as the algorithm likes that and will help push my video to more people. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into these rumors in order to analyze them and help you make a good purchasing decision. So yeah, in light of these articles talking about this rumored 2019 iPad Pro, which would be launched in like October of this year, I wanted to just kind of say, like, I don't think you should be too worried if you're interested in this device right now. Firstly, because the design has already radically shifted with the 2018 Pros, like the 11-inch that I have right here. It has a new slab design, it has a thin bezel design as well. You know, we got rid of the home button, and I wouldn't expect any, thinner bezels, a thinner, slimmer body anytime soon. That's going to be coming in like 2021. Secondly, the display as well. It is rumored that the next gen iPad Pro will have OLED. And while that's super cool, and maybe that's really important to you, I gotta say the display that's offered with the 2018 models is plenty contrasty, plenty bright, and awesome for literally everything. From media consumption to video editing to photo editing, it's gonna be good enough. Another thing I want to talk about is performance. I mean, the A12X, as I've mentioned in a lot of my previous videos, is an absolute monster of a processor. And they're saying that the A13 is going to share the same architecture with the A12, and it's going to be kind of like the A8 was to the A7. It wasn't that much of a big bump in performance. And since the A12 was already a huge leap, I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. You're going to have to wait another year or two for a big spec bump with like an A14 that is rumored to have 5nm architecture. So yeah, you got 4 gigs of RAM in here, plenty of storage, and a processor that rivals, quad-core i5 processors with the MacBook Pros. I think you're going to be fine even if you buy this device and the new iPad comes out the very next day. And I also want to reaffirm a point that I made in my 5 reasons you should buy this iPad now, is that the sales that are going on, with student deals and just discounts in general are insane. And, it really doesn't matter when you buy it. You can buy it now, you can get a decent chunk of change off of it, or you could wait for the next gen and then buy it, at an even cheaper cost. So this iPad is definitely a good value and will continue to be even if a new one comes out. And then on to the next generation's camera setup. Whether it's coming out this fall or next year, it's supposedly going to have a triple lens setup or a dual lens setup. And to that I say, who the cares? Maybe you're an iPad photographer, maybe you take videos on your iPad, you maybe take pictures of your kids. I don't judge, but come on now, it's an iPad, what are you gonna do? You need to rely on your phone for pictures, It's just weird to me why people would be excited about a really great camera setup on an iPad Pro. All that I really care about with the camera setup on a tablet is, do I have, decent FaceTime video, a decent image quality for taking pictures of documents and papers and other jazz that really isn't that exciting. And if that is the case, I don't care if it's 5 megapixels, I don't care if it's 8 megapixels. I'd rather not even have a camera bump at all, but now we have a humongous one. So if you don't care about that in the slightest bit, then there is absolutely no reason to not buy this device right now, or even when the next generation comes out and will be, sold at a lower cost. So in light of all this press concerning this new iPad Pro coming out, whether it's this fall or early next year, should you be super worried? To those of you who need the newest, greatest, latest device, if you're an Apple fanboy, obviously you're going to want to wait out and not, waste your money on a device that's going to be the last gen as soon as a month or two. But if you're like everybody else who wants to buy this device for school, for video editing, for photo editing, you want to just use it and take advantage of it, and take advantage of the awesome deals, by the way, then buy it now, buy it later, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a great device for probably the next 4 years or so. I mean, the processor in here is great, the display in here is massive, beautiful, once again, contrasty, more than good enough for really anything that you're doing. And I mean, yeah, I really do enjoy this device and will be using this throughout my college career. And to be quite honest with you, if I do buy the next gen iPad to, review and to compare, I might end up returning that or selling it and just keeping this because it's just more economical. So yeah, that's my spiel. So if you were, hesitant about buying this iPad with the press that I just mentioned, do not worry, you have my recommendation. Go ahead and pull the trigger because this device is going to be viable for the time being. So that about wraps things up. I'd really appreciate it if you'd leave a like in this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.